welcome back to another episode of Skyrim Marathon. On today's episode, we are looking at the mod list called Ghoulified Reality. I'll leave the version number as usual up on the screen. We will also go over a little bit of details, not in the entire list worth, but a little bit of details what I found on research for the list. So I'm gonna read off of this. This is basically the official description of the list that I found. So Ghoulified Reality is a hardcore, optionally, perma-death focused mod list for the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. Actually, its Anniversary Edition is what you need for this list, specifically. It focuses on completely overhauling the game's visuals and gameplay to create a more challenging and immersive experience. A fork of NGVO, which I believe is made by Biggie Boss, which is just a graphical overhaul of the stock game. Ghoulified uses Requiem to enhance the game for a more challenging and strategic experience. From combat to character progression, what separates this list from other Requiem lists is Ghoulified uses 3BF tweaks and other add-ons, which makes the world more dangerous while still maintaining a sense of fairness and balance. So if you're wondering what 3BF tweaks is, I'm not a professional, but I did search up a little bit of a description here. So Ghoulified Reality is built on something called 3BF tweaks, which is a massive overhaul for Requiem, a role-playing overhaul that completely changes how progression works. Instead of just leveling up and becoming powerful, you earn progression through exploration and finding special insight potions and rewards out in the world. The result is a much slower, more deliberate experience. Early game is brutal, which is going to be tough for us because all we do in this episode is early game. It builds matter a lot more, and you're encouraged to actually explore instead of grinding out skills. So expect a tougher start. Someone on their Discord actually told me that as well. Smarter progression, and a game that really makes you earn every bit of power. So that is pretty enticing, especially for a lot of you guys who like a slow grind Skyrim experience. Skyrim already takes hundreds of hours to beat, so this kind of just adds another layer to it that makes it a little bit slower. I dug into the MO2, so we're looking at a few things that I've noticed. Northern UI is the UI that we're using on this mod list. It's using alternative start. It's got about 1,400 mods. About 1,418 is what I saw there in the MO2. You do need the Anniversary Edition of the game. It runs on Cabbage EMB. CFPAO, Comprehensive First Person Animation Overhauls, are optional. There are running animations, walking animations, and a few other animations that are run off of the standard Leviathans and Vanargans. There's no Dismembering Framework. There is Core Impact Framework and Sanguine Symphony from the mod author Seb. And there is no Precision. So that's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out in combat. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into this list and see if it can survive the Skyrim Marathon. As usual, this list does have recommended specs. Before I get started, recommended specs and minimal specs. I'll leave that on the screen here as well before we get started for you to take a look at. Feel free to pause if it's up for only a short period of time and you want to take a better look at it. But again, we're playing on 4K today. 9070 XT is the GPU. CPU is a Ryzen 9700X. We're running on 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM at CL30 6000 megahertz. So let's go ahead and get started. So I did jump in just to set some hotkeys for myself, but I didn't really move an inch. I just wasn't in the alternative start room when I set all the hotkeys. Just so you guys don't have to watch me do that. If you haven't already, if you enjoy the content, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. That way the channel kind of has some support there to keep going. Let's go ahead and dig into this character creator. So I have the metrics up top here. It looks like we're capping at 72 FPS. I didn't touch any of the INI files or the display tweaks files, so maybe this is all kind of stuff that's set already in there somewhere on the mod list. We're going to keep everything as standard as possible. One thing to mention as well, this list does not have hotkey reminders, so you're going to have to piece together the hotkeys, whether it's posted online somewhere or or you just download the mod yourself and then install it. It's really uninvasive mod, and then you can kind of figure out the hotkeys and then punch it in there for you to remember as you play. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to be old school about it and just remember. All right, so it looks like there's some presets loaded in here, which is cool. We have a Nord right now. I don't see a Nord male though, but there is a Nord male Altmer. So let's take a look at the Altmers here. Right off the bat, I can see there's a cinematic overlay here, or cinematic bars on the top and bottom, which I kind of dig. I kind of like that. I don't know if that's going to be persistent throughout the whole game. We'll see. But we'll see how that feels if it is. So let's take a look at the presets. So Altmer male, right? Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's not half bad. He's got a little bit of jaundice in his eyes though, but maybe you can tweak that with a few sliders. Let's take a look at, was it Bosmer was one? Bosmer preset. Oh, that guy looks kind of cool too. And we'll take a look at one more here. Breton female. Argonian male. I guess we'll look at a female preset for those of you that play females as well. So we'll look at the Breton. We are going to stick with a male player today though, just because that's kind of how we've been doing it this whole time. And that's my preference as well. So female. And Breton. And reset. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad looking. I mean, if you're into that, that's not bad looking. We're gonna bounce back over to though, and then kind of get our guys set up for the starting of this game. Again, we got that kind of a dweeb, Breton guy. He actually looks a little more rugged than usual, though. I don't know how, the difference there, how that list kind of made a more rugged version of him. But yeah, we're gonna change him up. I think we're gonna do a Breton today, though. Bretons are kind of good spell swords, aren't they? Let's see. Okay, this guy. We'll use this guy as a baseline here. We'll look at a few things here. So we're gonna beef him up a little bit. There you go. That looks a lot better already. Skin tone, kind of like a little bit of a tan on him. We'll breeze through some war paints here. Maybe we'll stick with that war paint. And then his hair. Okay. You got, I mean, you got quite a... I'm not going to stick with this one. Don't worry. That's not my... That's not my style at all, but... I was just looking. This is actually a hairstyle I never see that off. Actually, I've never seen this hairstyle before in the character creator. So, you already got some hair packs in here that are not that common. No, I shifted the tattoo. Sorry. So back to the hair. So we got the standard SMP hairs there. Speaking of SMP, Faster SMP just came out with a huge update for the first time in a long time. I would check that out if you guys didn't already on your list that you're playing, or maybe even this list, because I think this list was updated before those updates came out. So you could even update it on here. Maybe the hair will respond a little bit better for SMP hairs. I haven't done a test on those yet, so I don't know, but they claim that performance has gone up significantly. Okay, so these are a lot of the standard looking hairs as we go down here. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a man bun on this guy here today. And a light beard. Hair color, we'll go with... yeah, we'll go with this one here. And then let's look at some eye colors. It's always nice to see what kind of eye colors they have in these lists. So I'm just gonna go with that's an eye shape. I'm gonna use my keys, my directional keys here to kind of just breeze through them instead of sliding with the mouse that kind of goes too quickly. I kind of like role playing as a Witcher sometimes, so I'm pretty stoked when I see like a Witcher type of eye. This one looks pretty cool too, though. This is like kind of real clean looking. And in fact, this eye pack right here, what is this? Kala's eyes? These look good. Nice detail to them. They look very real. Yeah, like I'm just breezing through it. And it's all a lot of it is Kala's eyes. Look at the vampire eyes even. Not sure how I feel about the red corneas. They never quite sell me on it. They look kind of just artificially red too much. They don't sell me on the realism. Okay, let's see if we can find some Witcher type eyes. We'll make this guy kind of like a Witcher. Hopefully we can use our flame spell like we usually do. Then he really is like the Witcher. Okay. Looks like no Witcher type eyes in this list, which is cool. It's fine. You know, that's not a bad thing. That's just a design choice. We're just gonna go with this one here. And I think we're good to go. Yeah. We're gonna name him I think we did this last time actually. We're gonna name him Barnabas. Alright. So goal setup currently in progress. Currently playing. Okay, so this here, I'm not sure what to make of that, but I'm sure that's not a big deal at all. I know we're interior wise, but so far pretty good. 67 FPS. There's no EMB frame gen on. And I mean, I kind of dig the cinematic look. I can tell right now that he did something custom with the placement of all the elements for the UI. This is not how Northern UI typically looks, but I dig it. I kind of like the placement of things. I like the weather and the level on the top left, and then I kind of like how the health and the resistances are on the bottom middle, along with whatever you have equipped, and your weight and your money there. So we're in for kind of a challenge, I imagine. If people trying to warn me that you know it's gonna be tough for the beginning of the game, so I'm gonna do my best to not touch anything as far as settings wise, to see if we can really experience this list for what it's meant to be. Cool thing is it's using Wheeler Refined, which is great. I always say it in all of my lists that I've done that has Wheeler in it. Use Wheeler Refined. It looks like he was able to use. I mean, you're able to use it in 4K, but it looks like it's not tiny like how it is on a different list that I play with Wheeler Refined. So it looks like maybe some adjustments were made on the sizing, which is a good thing.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
So very limited options here. It looks like, which I'm not opposed to. We usually start as Left 4 Dead, but let's just do it as a patron at the end, so it's not as crazy in the beginning, since this game's supposed to be hard. And then let's see here. Yeah, Riverwood's always a cool place to start at, but then again, you know what? Let's mix it up a little bit today and start off at Winterhold. We've never started off Winterhold before. Okay, use the Mara statue to choose a new life for yourself. Okay, so that's what I did. So I think it just said mission complete. I didn't read the rest. So let's go ahead and start the game.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Okay, so it says here, your memory's a little foggy. What gear did you have again? Given 4 tokens. Oh, we saw this on a previous list we just did. Maybe the last one that we did, actually. You're given 4 tokens by entity to spend on a variety of gear. Choose them wisely. Okay.
Is everything well, Nellicart?
Oh yes, quite fine. My accommodations here
Armory token.
just what I need.
and there haven't been any problems.
Are you referring to your other customers?
Okay, so if I remember right, Requiem lists really penalize you for wearing light armor, for heavy armor. So we're gonna start off with some light armor here.
Out of hand.
And we're gonna use start off with a great sword today. That's I feel a little different with that. I think money is gonna be kind of sparse in this list. Something tells me it's gonna be pretty sparse. In fact, I think I might have read that somewhere, but I could be mistaken. I read up on a lot of different lists here. And then I suppose we could try a crossbow out and some bolts for it. And what else? I guess we could use some magicka there. Is that everything? Can we get more? Okay, nutrition token. Something for magicka. Something for health. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, typical Requiem potions. We got like these different types here. And then looks like there's toxicity levels, kind of like The Witcher, where if you maybe drink a potion too much, you'll get poisoning some sort. I think we're just gonna go all in on health potions. And what do we have here? Arrow crafting kits.
Is everything well, Nellikar?
Interesting. Whisperings of Treasure Troves. Abridged version. I wonder if that book is like side quests.
Are you referring to
We'll click on it and we'll see what it is.
No, everything is quite all right. I expect a bit of animosity now and then.
Okay.
I see. Well,
And
things get out of hand.
maybe some lockpicks that'll come in handy. Some septums. Just keep going. Septums until we run out of tokens here. And I think that's it. So let's hit tab to exit. And I'm sure.
I'm sorry, could you describe
Okay, so the cinematic vibe is still on this list. And something tells me by the way this health bar is lined up on the bottom here. And how the resistances sit right above the black border. I have a feeling this is a persistent cinematic bar, because you can even see on the top left there you have the level and the day, or the time of day. So I think those are kind of there to kind of give it a clean area without a background, so you can look at it. So kind of cool. I'm kind of digging it. We'll see how it looks. Even the compass is covered by that area, which is cool. So we'll see how it feels for the whole 2+ hour playthrough. But so far, this is the cleanest interpretation of Northern UI that I've seen. I like the fact that they went kind of custom with their layout here. I've always kind of wanted to play a list that had all that stuff in the center like that, but I just never was able to really do it in a way that I found to my liking. Okay, it's a good thing this is an SFW list, otherwise you guys would have been looking at a little bit of a wiener there. Okay, so the fact that I put this circlet on and I don't see it makes me think that there's well, let's take a look at here first of all. So I'm just gonna name some stuff that stand out to me. So faster SMP, right? So again, that had an update recently. I don't know if it says the version number here, does it? Yeah, maybe not, but I mean, that's there. We got photo mode, which is great. From my thumbnails. Helmet toggle. So yeah, there's a helmet toggle in this list. And I think that the helmet is off by default when you're inside a interior location. So we're gonna just give that a quick toggle there and make it Y. Oh wait, no, did I put Y? Oh, Y is the weight menu. Okay. Let's just give it something random here then. I'm gonna do right control there.
How long are we gonna let Ranmir drink himself into a stupor? When will enough be enough?
Okay.
As long as he keeps paying, I suppose. He keeps to himself and isn't hurting anyone.
I'm pressing right control. I don't see it.
think
I don't
Luna
know.
might disagree with you.
No big
Not my
deal.
place to
The graphics look really good. I think it's a nice touch with the cinematic
told me to stay out.
bars. Man, I really kind of like it right now. Let's see the smooth cam that it's using. Okay, so you got a nice selection here. It's using an older version of smooth cam, which gives you 6 presets. If you download the newer version, which I find is stable, I've been testing it for a while, it gives you 12 presets. Otherwise, it's, you know, pretty much the same. Let's go with Hellblade. I like the Hellblade. I don't like Senua. Don't get that mistaken because it's on the same Nexus page, but Hellblade is my favorite. We're gonna change this here. Yes. And then true directional movement. We're gonna change the lock on here to M4. And then so there's no one-click power attack. I believe there's there's SKSE menu framework. There isn't one-click power attack here though, so it might be vanilla where you just hold down the attack button, which is cool too. I kind of like how simple that makes it. There is so STB widgets. This is the newer version that's in SKSE framework instead of in its own little UI. You have simple follower framework for managing additional followers. I guess you can, so vanilla game you can only have so many max followers, right? And so it's very limited, so you can click on this and increase it. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I like this. I like this this layout.
How long are we gonna let Ranmir drink himself into a stupor? When will enough be enough?
As long as he keeps.
So this is the newest Wheeler Refined. It actually gives you like what the buttons are
Are you sure of that?
on here for the hotkeys,
It's not my place to get involved in their family's business.
which is cool.
You're the one that told me to stay out of it.
Do I have any magic before we get started? Bretons call upon the power of magic skin, potentially absorb okay. Hey, that sounds useful. Let's take that. And let's equip that.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I failed to check if there's an alternate death system in this game, so we're gonna find out. Probably, most likely, it's a Requiem list. We're gonna find out the hard way. First impressions is it's playing very smooth. We're at 58 FPS right now out in the open, and the graphics look really good. Granted, this pine tree, the resolution is really low on the pines. Like, you've seen us walk close up to trees before and they're higher res, but from afar you can't tell, and that could be a performance choice there to keep the performance high because it is really good right now and it looks really good. Unless you walk up close and pixel peep, you won't even notice. So hey man, I would take that. I'll get 10 more FPS for that trade-off for sure, instead of being able to look at the pines up close. Yeah. Really good. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. Okay, so we got a standard flat world map. I do like this version of it. You got all the major areas, all the major cities marked on the map for you. I'm gonna go... We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go Dawnstar and work our way around the map that way, and hopefully, Hopefully we'll make it all the way around to Riften. We'll see. I think we're gonna make the Whiterun, honestly, in 2 hours, if we're lucky. But you know, we'll see, and we'll see how things feel at that time. Yeah, seems to be some type of FPS cap. I have a 144 hertz monitor, but the FPS is capped at 90 in the menus, which is good. I mean, you don't want your FPS just skyrocketing in a menu anyways. So it looks like there was some intentional inputs in the display tweak settings. All right, let's start the timer. 2-hour timer. All right, and we're gonna try our best to try out as many weapons as possible. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So you already saw one interior here in Winterhold, and you can tell right now this is vanilla Winterhold here. So this is not maybe a retexture at most. Yeah, but for the most part, this is just vanilla. So I'm curious to see how the other cities look. Something tells me that this modlist author is a little bit of a minimalist to their decisions to overhaul cities. I believe he even mentioned somewhere here that sorry, I got my notes here. Where did I put that one? Here it is. Okay. Alright, so one of my questions, again, this is all in the description section of the video. I encourage you guys to go check it out. I asked, what design philosophy guides your decisions when developing this list? And he said, don't go overboard, make it feel good and stable first, then expand. I avoid quest expansions as a general rule, since that would only slow you down. And if you're doing a boss rush, it'll only slow you down if you're doing a boss rush. Sorry, I misread that part. The list is still in early stages, or it's still in an early stage. It was rebuilt recently after being down for a year. So that's interesting. I never actually read that part thoroughly before. So I didn't know that this list was around for a while, that wasn't being updated. I'm really digging the cinematic vibe though. That's a bold choice. That's a really bold design choice, because people are gonna either hate it or love it. And even if you hate it though, you can relatively get rid of it easily from just finding out what the mod is called and disabling it. Alright, so what we're looking at here, we got a frozen wolf here, the statue of a wolf, and we got a walrus. And I also see that my movement speed is now 50. So something happened to my movement speed. Toxicity. Drinking too many potions can be hazardous. So I currently have 0 out of 4 potion if... Okay, so that's just always there, I think, to tell you how many potions you drank. Okay, my speed went up. I'm at 90 now. This potion... Oh. See, this wolf died. That's why I was staying still. Alright, let's see how difficult... Okay. Yeah, it's a deadly world. That walrus one-shot me. So, this is good though. We're gonna see early on here, there's a death mechanic at the game. The shadow of death has fallen upon you, ending your life before you could fulfill your destiny. Definitely before I could fulfill anything. Just leaving Winterhold. Please open the menu and load a previous save game to continue. So it looks like the fact that it says this makes me think that there's something in this list that makes it safe to reload your game. Which is great. See how it's not auto-loading your save? So I'm gonna go with whatever that said there. And we're gonna reload our save. Alright, we're back. So this is interesting. So what I had just said, which it will seem like just a second ago to you, um,
No.
was that there was some kind of safe way to reload your save. It looks like what it does, it is a safe way to reload your save, but it basically shuts the game down, which to me it seemed like a crash initially, but it's not. And then it starts it up again and instantly loads back into your save, bypassing the main menu. And so that's just a safe way to load back in. It's, I would say, seamless, but also just requires a little bit of patience on your end, while you wait for the game to boot back up again. Luckily, this game being kind of limited on the amount of mods, only 1,400 mods. Again, that sounds like a lot usually to people, but we're looking at a list that we've done called like Lore Rim, for example, like 3,800 mods or something of that sort. And so restarting it only took like 2 minutes, maybe 1.5 minutes. But we're gonna see a lot of that. I'm gonna have to edit a lot if I die often, especially considering how easily I died there. We're gonna have to do a lot of editing and to save you guys having to watch me boot the game back up again every time I die. Okay, so we're gonna definitely be save scumming it just to make sure that we don't have to backtrack too often. And oftentimes when I would die and have to backtrack, I would usually just run back to where I was. But since that was just a minute of running, I'm just gonna have you guys come along with me to pick up where we left off. So note to self, I'm level 1. Don't engage at level 5 creature or anything level 5 on this list. At least not without some type of strategy there. So I don't know exactly what causes you to be slow in these Requiem lists, but like I'm at speed 50 right now. But I saw my guy go up to 90 earlier. So I don't know if it's the terrain I'm on or if it's because I was running. Oh, jeez. That's a wolf. A level 6 wolf. Okay. Yeah, it's a freaking deadly world, man. Just when I thought I saw the hardest Skyrim list I ever played, there's another list that comes out that tops that. No, no, don't die. Go in the water. This guy can hardly run. Go in the water. Go in the water. Jesus. He's following me in the water. I've never seen a wolf go in the water like that before. Are you serious right now? That's the wolf that died to the walrus. Okay, so that walrus is way stronger than a wolf. Watch, he's gonna take out this wolf too. Yep. One shot the wolf. I need to hotkey some of these potions here. So that's cool. There's a little icon there, the green icon of how many potions you drank to kind of manage your toxicity level, I think. I've never seen that before. So forgive me in advance, guys, but in order to complete this marathon run, we're probably not going to engage in too much battle. Because you're just going to see me dying and reloading constantly. I'm only going to pick and choose the fights that I think I can win. And I may deploy a little bit of cheesing. I can't say so now. I can't say it right now if I will, but it's highly likely. Okay. Survival mode. There, so far what I can see, there is no survival mode in the settings. Oh, there is. But it's not toggled on, so that's great. We're gonna keep it that way. That's a default experience. At least they threw me a bone a little bit in some way. I'm gonna save here while I can. But It's gonna be a little bit of a trek, guys, because I'm at speed 50 for my movement speed. So slow speed, deadly road. That is a dangerous combination. I can already see this wolf wants to eat me too. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I died again, so I will... Luckily, I just saved. I will reload. I will edit this part out so to save you from the loading times. Okay, we're back again. So, I just realized this game... I'm sure a lot of people who play this game play it this way too. Has a permadeath mod that you can optionally enable. And I think that's like the hardcore intent behind this list. So, if that's true, that's probably why there's not an alternate death mod in the game. 1. And then 2, that is freaking insane because you could get to level 50 if you're lucky and skilled enough and get one shot and lose all your progress. And it takes a special kind of person to like that. I can give that person a lot of respect for sure, because that's crazy. So my running speed is back at 90, thank goodness. We're making our way to Dawnstar right now. A few observations here is... Okay, now I'm at 50 again. I think here's what it's tied to. When I drop below 30 stamina, my running speed drops to 50 speed, I think. So right now I'm at 36, right? So let's test that theory. Yep. You see that? Now I'm at 50. So that's what it's tied to. And I'm still losing stamina right now, unless I stand still. Man, that's hardcore. You guys who play this list, you guys are hardcore. It's almost like you should just walk. Because I will not gain back any stamina if I just... Even if I continue at this pace, I'm losing stamina. So it's just gonna keep that 50 forever. There's no health regen right now. I'm sure there's gonna be gear that can give you health regen. But like, it's almost like you're encouraged to just walk. Which makes me want to just set the auto walk, the auto movement key. Let me see what it's set to. Auto move is C. Okay. And then toggle always run. Let's put that at V. So we really got to keep an eye on our... We really got to keep an eye on our stamina. Oh my god. So there's no weight in water in this list. Which actually, for the first time ever, I'm grateful for. Because now I can actually get around. Because it looks like my best chances of survival is swimming to Dawnstar instead of running. And now I'm starting to think that we're not going to make it even to Whiterun. Within a 2-hour period because of the slow grind nature of this list. And I mean, I've been warned, and I told you in the beginning, it's kind of a list you gotta take slowly. So I'm not gonna fault the list for its nature of being like this. This is kind of a fun and rewarding challenge for the people who like this type of gameplay. And there are people like that. There's a big following for this list. You all know I like my Skyrim on the easier side. But I'm not gonna fault a Skyrim list that doesn't meet my expectations as for what my ideal Skyrim is, because I review these lists and I try to be as neutral as possible when I do it. And I can appreciate people's different perspectives, kind of think about what it's like to kind of be in their shoes, and you know, I can see people liking the fact that it's freaking difficult to survive in this game. I don't know what kind of person wants to put permadeath on though. That's freaking insane. That's the most hardcore of the hardcore, because even playing with permadeath off is you're hardcore for just playing this list in general. But I can even imagine if you get set to such a high level that nothing can touch you in this game, in this list I mean, then I'm sure it's a point of pride, like big time. So graphically, looking at this list, it looks really good still. The textures are good. And it looks like we're running 60 FPS in the open world right now, or high 50s. And that's really good. Oh shit, it's one of those walruses again. Oh wait, do we have some perk points here? Let's see. So let's put something in two-handed. Just to give you an idea of the perk tree. Okay, so two-handed, you got barbaric might here in the middle, which is +5 armor penetration with all two-handed melee weapons. Power attacks with two-handed melee weapons cost 33% less, and backwards power attacks still 1.25% damage. And then looks like you got great sword focuses, which is 7, armor penetration and attack speed up. Then you got battle axes. And then as you go up to the top tiers, enable sprinting while power attacking with a two-handed weapon. Physical damage taken while power attacking is reduced by 20%. And then two-handed melee weapons do 25% more damage against enemies with full health. Two-handed stance attack effects are 25% stronger. So I can see already that this game really wants you to build your guy out, and when you do, you start to become more powerful. And of course, proud of what you built, I'm sure. But we need to put some stats in things that are going to help us survive 2 to 3 hours in this world. That's for sure. So I think I need to put something into my light armor. Did I go over that somewhere? Dexterity, I think, is what light armor is in this list. Or is it evasion? Maybe evasion. Okay, so while not wearing a heavy cuirass, attacking costs 10% less stamina, jumping costs 30% less stamina, and fall damage reduced by 25%. Light armor contributes 50% less to your effective mass. Unique material bonuses are applied when wearing armor made of high quality. So let's put something in there. And then we only have 5 evasion right now. So yeah, I don't know what to do with that. In fact, when we level up, we're gonna get some points, I believe, to put something in there. All right, I see that tower there in the distance. That's the tower, I believe, right next to Dawnstar. So we're almost there. At this rate, though, I think we'll be lucky if we make it to Markarth in this run. So, I mean, we may not hit every single major city in Skyrim Marathon, but I think by telling how many cities we reached is a testament to how challenging the list is to just traverse. Kind of speaks to its kind of slow grind nature, which is good. Again, there's people out there who like the slow grind. So I think we're gonna try and focus on that in these reviews, because I got some people who told me that I should have left survival on to get the full experience of the list, and I was trying to prioritize just traveling to as many towns and cities as possible. And that's of course ideal to travel to as many as possible, but I think the nature of Skyrim Marathon should be just to have the intent to travel to as many cities as possible, and towns, but also to not alter the list experience in order to do so. So I think we're gonna do it that way from now on. And wherever I end up after 2 hours, and maybe if I'm close to a town, I'll push it a little bit past 2. But I think what ended at that point like that, this guy's coming at me and he's like level 10 or something. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. I saw a level 3 guy I thought I could take down, but not this. Is it level 12 guy? No way. I'm a dolphin, man. I'm nice and safe in the water. They really want to kill me. Oh man, this guy. Oh dude, the arrow's coming at me? That's gonna one-shot me. I'm just chilling at 1 stamina this whole time because I'm constantly moving. I would like to think that in this list there's gear that helps remedy a lot of these things that slow you down. Otherwise, get used to walking. Looks like the audio is working really well. Oh shit, that's right there. That's death right there too. And these guys are still, oh my god. Alright, we're gonna keep staying in the water. Maybe I can get these guys to fight the walruses and then loot their gear. Let's see if I can do that. Then I can get some better gear on me. Let's see. They are really aggressive in this list, man. These guys are very persistent. Look, this guy's even swimming. I've never even seen NPCs swim before. You better not know how to attack in the water too. Jesus Christ. I've never seen these guys swim before. But it's alright, they're close to me. I didn't save in a while, so dude, I can't die right now. Otherwise, we're backtracking big time. We're gonna lose so much time. Alright, come on, walruses. Attack them. Come on. This is not good. I can walk here, which means they can walk up to me and attack me. I hope that walrus can attack. Dude. Alright, stuck between a rock and a hard place here. I got a walrus on my right, which might be able to attack underwater. I don't know. And then we got these bandits here. Okay, let's just swim out a little bit. My little effort to cheese them and to get them to fight each other did not pan out. I think this walrus might see me. I don't know. But I will be struck down like real fast as soon as I get on land because I have 1 stamina. My guy's gonna move at 54 speed. Okay, now I got these fish coming my way that's about to attack me. I know these guys can attack underwater. I still can't believe these damn bandits are coming at me. Oh dude, if this guy can land and swing at me, I'm dead. Oh my god. These slaughter fish. Yeah, this is the most... Yeah, this makes like Lorim look like a piece of cake. This is fucking insane. This guy ran like a mile from his bandit encampment and he's still coming after me. The only chance of this guy, me getting rid of this guy is the guards inside Dawnstar. Luckily, I can outswim these damn slaughterfish. Oh, I like the underwater sounds though. I just heard some whales just now. That's pretty cool. Look at this guy. He's still there. Okay, he went in the water for some reason. Is he still gonna come after me? Let's see. Yep, he's still coming after me. Come on, Dawnstar guards, take him out, please. This guy is level 12, man. He will kill me in one swing. And they swim too. I've never seen them swim before. Alright, there's someone shooting arrows at him. Thank goodness. Who's helping me out here? Okay, these guards are coming to help me. And oh yeah, that's satisfying. Yeah, he said mercy at the end. You deserve that, buddy. Look at that. Whoa, 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 slaughterfish. Oh man. So thank God for the Dawnstar guards. I'm glad they exist. But that I've never ever had an NPC chase me that far before. There's got to be some tweaks going on to this list that make them that aggressive and that persistent. Even his lower level, like level 3 bandit, didn't follow me that far. Why am I in combat mode again? It must be because of those fish over there. Alright, so 30 minutes into the game, and we are at the next town over from where we started.
Divine sakes, who do you think we're threatening with our old war?
53 FPS though. I mean, this is really good performance. For the level of graphics that you get, the performance is great. I mean, these graphics, they look good. I mean, snow, as usual, snow is super hard to pull off. And then the shadows have a little bit of flickering in this list. I don't know if you could just tweak an EMB setting and get rid of it. You probably can. For example, let's see, detailed shadow. No, detailed shadow is still flickering, it's just different. What else would it be? I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's just it's an observation. It doesn't bother me that much, but I guess it could bother someone if you play this list full time. Let's go check out the inn real quick. Save in here and then continue on our way.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erander.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear.
Fire looks pretty
I
good.
assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You
That
think that's
cinematic, the cinematic bars just make the interiors feel more dramatic,
She has a point.
which I think is a really nice touch
Dreams
because
aren't affecting anyone not from here.
it just makes the graphics seem better. It's like a mind trick that makes you think like the graphics are more cinematic because the fact that the bars are cinematic too. Because right here, even the shadows and everything in this interior look really good.
All I ask is you remain strong and put your
I gotta
trust
go into the
in
MO2 later and see
I
what
will.
else is at play here doing the lighting,
Come
but
on in. Just stoke the fire.
like the light coming in through the windows there look really good. The natural lighting coming in. There's no flickering on shadows in here. But like the way the light is bouncing off the NPC is really good. And this is actually a pretty decent looking NPC too.
All of Dawnstar. Me.
This guy too looks pretty
Need
good.
a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers. Until next time.
Alright, well we gotta be on our way though because we are on time constraints with this list to try and make it to as far as possible. So we're off to Solitude next. I have a feeling that this list really is leaning into vanilla towns because I think this is a vanilla Dawnstar. Although that bandit encampment that from the bandits that were chasing me, I don't think that bandit encampment is normally there. So there are some added assets in this list here. This E&B looks really good though. Nice choice. I'm sure they made some tweaks to it too. But it looks really good, even on the interior especially. Here's a Santa Claus that I pissed off last time in one of my reviews. I think it was the what was it? Nymph Savage World. I think I pissed off the Santa Claus in that one, and he was chasing me around Dawnstar. And I was trying to get the guards to attack him the way I had to. Oh my god, look at this big ass tarantulas. And this guy's just watching them fight. Speaking of which, I got better gear now, right? Well, mate. Oh shit! It's coming after me! Oh my god. I don't know how Ghoulified tunes all of these enemies to be so damn aggressive, but it really matches the vibe he's going for. Because I was just watching those spiders fight for a moment, and all of a sudden the freaking thing turned on me and started coming after me. That was definitely frightening. Oh, look at that wind effects there. I wonder if that's SMP wind or something else at play here. There's so many wind mods now. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. We're not killing that thing. Oh, I just remembered. We have a crossbow. Okay, that's really slow motion, man. Are you serious? Crossbows are usually that slow? I don't use them too often in Skyrim, but this dude was just loading it all slow motion. Oh shit, 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 shit. Shit, 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 shit. No, 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 no. Oh no. Died again. Alright. Back to editing and I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so we're back again. We died. I think I just had something in mind here that I'm gonna put a death counter every time that I have to edit and start the video up and crop out the restarting of the game. I'm going to put the number count on how many times I died to show the level of insanity in this list. Alright, I stopped the timer. I restarted again. We have to backtrack a little bit. Sorry about that, guys, but we're gonna try to be more careful, and I was a little too easygoing with that wolf. This thing about these Requiem lists, man, they penalize your speed so much that, like, you can't even, like, back out of a fight. Once you pick a fight and you try to run away, you just can't move anymore. You're like, you're just gonna be murdered. Done. Done deal. Once you pick a fight. Alright, I got something chasing me, and it's not good. I'm about to slow down any second now. I'm gonna slow down to 50. Oh, I'm running into a bunch of walruses here. Okay, this is not good at all. We're at the slowest speed possible. We're basically walking away. We got a giant troll, luckily. Okay, he got into a fight with the walruses there. Thank goodness. Okay. I think an alternate death mod as an optional thing for you to load would have been a welcome feature for me, for players like me. But again, you don't have to cater to players like me. Just cater to your main base, of course. But the game having to start up again after you die, although it's convenient that it loads back in for you, it does just kind of take you out of the immersion a little. But it's a nice, I mean, if before alternate death mods existed, that's a nice touch. Because it restarts the game and everything for you. Puts you right back where you were the last time you saved. But I gotta stick to the water like glue on this because the land is too deadly. I really wish I could showcase more combat for you guys, but I don't think this list is meant to showcase just combat on any random beast that you attack. Like at level 1, you don't stand a chance, man. What's interesting too, I just noticed, is I'm not gaining any experience from exploring. So my thought initially is that you get experience from exploring in this. But perhaps, you know, the generalized descriptions I was reading, I must have just misunderstood it. So that leads me to the question, what do you get experience from in this game? Granted, I got those 3 beginning perks, which was great, but yeah, we don't have an ounce of experience here at all. And we're running at 54% of our speed because we gotta keep moving. This guy jogs about as fast as I do in real life. That's immersion for you, right? He jogs as fast as you do, I mean, as you do, but as fast as I do. I am pretty impressed with the performance. We are entering an area near Solitude, the marshlands there, where typically you'll find a lot of FPS drops in a lot of lists, like significant FPS drops. So I'm curious to see how this list holds up there. So we're gonna test it. We're gonna check that out too. All while making sure we don't get one-shotted by something. Okay, there's a boar over there. I'm pretty sure that boar would murder me in one hit as well. There's also, from what I see here, Skyrim Souls, or Souls, I forget the exact name of it, but basically the one that your list doesn't Your game doesn't pause when you're in the menus. So keep that in mind. Sorry, I just gotta tweak one setting here. This one here. Ghoulified did a great job at really projecting the difficulty of this list and like really making you feel like you're some helpless person at level 1, that's for sure. And that Skyrim is actually like as deadly as if you like if they drop literally me in Skyrim right now, this is about how well I would survive, I think. In fact, I'm not a very strong swimmer, so I might not have even survived as well as this guy here because I can't swim that well. But like, yeah, like if you encounter a boar like this, like that boar in real life, the thing will kill you. There's no way you can take that thing on. Even if you had a great sword, you would still like have a tough time killing it. You have a high chance of dying. And so immersion and realistically, like, I mean, it's in the list name, right? Ghoulified Reality. The reality of it is, Skyrim would be this deadly, literally, if you were there. And you'd have to put in the work to get better or stronger. I guess a survival mechanic would be also like, I mean, it would just add another layer of extreme difficulty, but it also would add a layer of additional immersion that you could possibly have as an optional thing you can enable. I guess you could just enable it here as an option, but maybe like a more modified, well-tuned survival mode. The whole ambiance right here is really cool though. I like it. We're at 45 or 43 FPS. This game doesn't have sky parkour, so that limits my cheesing ability a little bit. But I get what he's going for here. He's trying to cut all the nonsense out and kind of just stick to his main philosophy of trying to just make it like a terrifying survival world. But also still trying to honor the vanilla Skyrim experience by like not touching... It's a stability choice as well, and a performance choice, but also not touching like the fighting mechanics too much. Or the sky parkour, adding that kind of stuff in. This right here is a really cool like vibe though. You got like the sun rays coming down, the weather's kind of dark. It's 4:30 right now in the game. Come to think of it, we haven't seen nighttime yet, so I wonder if time is slowed down in any way. No, maybe not. I've just seen it tick a little bit just there for a minute. Possibly time is slowed down. I don't know. But I mean, I feel like we've been at it for a while now, and we haven't seen nightfall yet. It's a cool statue over there. I wonder what it is. I have a feeling this list kind of sneaks some additional things in the game that you mean once, just when you think it's just a vanilla like a modified vanilla Skyrim, I bet you it sneaks certain things in there that just wasn't there before. This, I don't know. I don't remember seeing this statue when it coming around this area before in my playthroughs. Alright. The Shrine of Sheogorath. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not there typically. But Sheogorath's bad luck. So the blessing of Sheogorath, I've never had that blessing before in any of my games playthroughs before. I've never even seen a Sheogorath statue before. So Sheogorath's blessing is reliably unreliable. Followers will occasionally find themselves more vulnerable towards enemy attacks. Sheogorath especially favors followers who do mad things, such as fighting with silverware or slaughtering helpless wildlife. It's a little bit of an insane description in itself. What else we got here? I gotta say, man, this list is playing so smooth, and the graphics are so like the EMB is so nice. Okay, there's a little bit of a clipping here that I think could be tweaked if you're watching Ghoulified here. So that this here you see where the sun dust and then it says 4 and then 5 there. I'm not sure how far that's being cut off or if just a 5 was the last thing written there, but that could be tweaked a little bit. Let's get some sleep in. The weather is so eerie. So there's no current here. But, I mean, there's a current in a sense that if I stay still, I'll float away. Yeah, I'm floating. But there's no, like, heavy resistance here for swimming. So I think perhaps the mod Wade in Water will add another layer of resistance to these types of areas. Because I played a list once where it was damn near impossible to swim across this channel. I can tell as we're approaching here that possibly there's a mod here for additional ships. I'm pretty certain there is. But as far as the layout of Solitude's docks, this is all stock. Or vanilla, I should say. Nice first-person swimming animations. I believe these are jellyfish animations. I think these are the nicest, honestly, the nicest first-person animations for swimming out there right now. Jellyfish really does some good work there with his animations. All right, loving. Right, so this is a really nice time of day to be at these docks. I'm really loving that we just so happen to wake up around this time. Because the sky's color is changing as the sun's rising there. Right? You got it coming off in the water there, which is a really nice touch. The textures on the wood docks are really good, and you're not paying for it. I'm at 60 FPS right now. Can you imagine 60 FPS? 64? And still enjoying this level of... I mean... Okay, now it's dropping to 49, but just even in that range, to be in that range with this level of graphical fidelity is pretty awesome to accomplish. You gotta make sure to save often. Alright, so different time of day here. Late morning. Still looks amazing. Great draw distance. The LODs look great. I'm still not sick of the cinematic bars on the top and bottom. I'm still digging it. It really adds a nice touch to the list. At first I didn't know what to think of it. But quite honestly, I think I might have to dig into ML2 and find out what mod this is and add it to the list that I personally have been modding, because I really like that touch.
If you come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here.
Again, I apologize. I usually like demonstrating combat more, but this list is just not built for me to demonstrate that at level 1. I need to be like in some really tame area like Riverwood or whatever. Or like engaging in combat is just gonna make this whole entire review take longer than it should, because I'm not gonna be able to get around very far if I keep dying.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there.
And I'm trying to keep it true to like within 2 to 3 hours or 2.5 hours or so, however long we put in today. How far can you make it, you know, at level 1 in this world? 53 FPS, Solitude. This is, I believe, vanilla Solitude. There's nothing wrong with vanilla Solitude though. Like, these overhauls are like cool to see, but like vanilla Solitude also is, it does the trick for you. It does a trick for you. It doesn't need to be more. Like, I don't feel like I'm missing out running through vanilla Solitude right now. I'm trying to gauge here how stamina drops, because right now I'm gaining stamina and I'm jogging. Maybe in the cities it's more forgiving where you regenerate stamina, but like out in the world it shifts over to more like intense stamina consumption.
I swear to you, unnatural magic.
Nice interior lighting.
There are strange noises and lights.
Look at the
Someone to
NPCs.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town.
Bryling.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Bryling, I think, is a
Your
human
Eminence,
normally,
my scrying has suggested nothing in the area.
but Bryling here
Rather
looks like
than
a
imperial control. This is
like a,
likely superstitious nonsense.
dark elf.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction.
Please don't interrupt the court.
Could have had a
Yes, of
better
course, you
looking
were right.
Elisif.
Falk, tell
This
Captain
Elisif is a
Aldous
little
I said
weak,
to assign
honestly.
a few
With
extra
that,
soldiers to Dragon
I've
Bridge.
seen
Thank you, Jarl Elisif.
I think this
What
list
about the cave?
has really good looking NPCs in general, but I think this Elisif could use a replacer. She just looks a little too bland for someone of such significance. They need to have a little more detail to their face.
Steward, when is my appointment to meet with General Tyrus?
But again, just being honest, take what you want with it. Again, everything is just my opinion. And but as always, I always feel like there's areas that could be improved in anything in life, really. So if you concur with me and you are the modlist author, then maybe some food for thought. But you're the pro. I'm just a novice reviewer that plays a lot of Skyrim. I mean, I'm not even sure if I can call myself a reviewer, really. I mean, I just play these lists because there was a gap in the YouTube scene where nobody was really doing long playthroughs on different mod lists out there, and there was so many mod lists out there to see that I just wish someone did it, and so I just decided to be the one that does it, so that other people can enjoy it as well. Other people can enjoy what I wish I had.
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
I really like the performance though. Performance is really good. Like right now, this list has a really good standing performance wise and graphical fidelity wise with me. Again, the cinematic bar, the cinematic bars are giving it it's messing with my mind thinking that the graphics are probably better than they really are. We're not gonna hit up Morthal today because that's just, we're gonna have to kind of do a give and take on some places that we hit up. I think major cities is probably a more of a priority, given how slow it is to traverse in this. What's also interesting is that I'm not burning stamina now as I'm running, but I was earlier. So I don't know if that has to do with I don't know what that has to do with. Ah, okay. So sleeping is the key. So I slept because I'm rested. My stamina regeneration went up. It went up just enough to balance out the fact that it burns when I'm jogging. So you have to take into account, kind of like survival mode in a way, you gotta take into account your rest in this game, in this list. And make sure you rest often. Otherwise, you're just gonna be sluggish when you're moving around like I was all the way here. That's definitely nice that I was able to notice that just now. Because... And also, it's kind of nice that I can keep running while I'm in the menus. Yeah, because I was kind of like, man, we're not going to get very far. Alright, this person's a bandit. They're about to try and rob us. No, no, no. What level are you? Can I take you?
All right, hand over your valuables. or I'll
Doesn't tell me
back
what
you
level
like
they
a
are.
fish.
No, it's like a real life
Don't you walk
situation.
away from me.
Wait, what? You're running away. Okay, level 15.
I'll
No
let
way.
you live. This time.
Yeah. That wasn't gonna work out. Unless I cheese her. Let's see. If I can cheese her to the town and get the guards to attack her. Let's try that. Again, that's slow motion. I don't know why it's slow motion. Oh, she's fighting something. Something's about to kill her. Spider. Oh my god. It just sapped all of my stamina. Come on. Make it to the town. This thing is gaining on me, isn't it? Oh shit. Guards! There's a guard right there. Come on, guard. Help me. Oh, thank God. Rat bastard. Good man. Good man. I gotta be careful with sleeping at the inns because the inns cost like 150 gold. Do I still have the perk for rested? Okay, I do. Okay. So if I just let my stamina regain, I should be alright. Will it regain while I'm running? It won't. In fact, it's going down a little bit. Yeah, see, it's teetering between balancing out completely or not. So I gotta let it recover a little bit. The textures on the armor are vanilla, I believe. Or maybe they're enhanced somewhat, but this looks pretty... looks pretty original. Granted, it's not so pixelated as the original, I think, but it's definitely not SMP enabled. Okay, I don't think I'm affected by what that spider gave me. Okay, that's good. Alright, so that's Dragon Bridge. We're gonna... I think we're gonna make our way to Markarth through some back roads here. It's gonna be a little treacherous, but at least we're gonna, if we stick close to the water, if we get kind of attacked by some enemies, hopefully they don't have like arrows or crossbows, bows or crossbows I should say, then we should be alright just running into the water and kind of doing like we did with the ocean earlier. It's nice that we're rested though. We can actually run at a regular pace right now, and we're actually gaining stamina. Alright, this wolf's level 2. We're gonna try our best to see if we can take it down. Alright, wolf. What you got? God damn, there had to be 2 wolves there. Okay, well, I'm dead again, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, we're back again, and luckily we had saved right before we fought that wolf. I think that wolf is gone now, luckily. So, yeah, man, that was my attempt at fighting. I killed 1 wolf, but that second one took me out. 2 wolves is just asking too much at level 1 to try and fight. Even though they're level 2, I'm level 1. So they're like probably twice as strong as me. That waterfall almost took me out too just now. I did not expect it to blast me just the way it did just now. I gotta say, I really like the again, I like the tuning they did to the EMB here. It looks like it's tuned to kind of keep true to like real colors of everything, versus like too colorful or too high fantasy, which is easy to do on accident on Cabbage EMB. Without sky parkour, I gotta run up this little cliff here the old school way. Just zigzagging. Oh, we forgot to restart my timer from the restart. So I guess we got about 3 more minutes bonus here. Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, so it looks like we got here a situation that we're in. One-shotted. Fantastic. One-shotted in my back. I didn't even see the guy coming. He just like jumped out of the bush or something. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in a little bit again. Alright, we're back again. And we're gonna make sure that we avoid getting into combat. I hate to say that. But again, I have to say, a list this difficult, if we're gonna do a Skyrim Marathon and see as much of the world as possible, we're gonna have to stay out of combat. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like die and restart game marathon and not a Skyrim Marathon. And I already feel like this wolf's gonna be on my ass soon, where I'm gonna get killed. So I need to be very careful. Yep, there's another one there. Okay, I'm going away from my plan, which is to stay close to the river, but my natural instinct was to climb on top of a rock when I saw the wolves. Alright, let's recoup a little bit of stamina here. And let's see. Yeah, we still have the rested trait, so the rested effect. So I think we'll be alright. Once we can regenerate enough stamina, we can just keep running at a normal rate. Oh shit. No, no. Okay, attack, yeah, attack that fox, man. Stay away from me. If he's as persistent as that guy from Dawnstar area, it's gonna be hell to pay for me. Yeah, this is more of a sightseeing tour than a test drive of the mod list. Unfortunately, I think that's what this review is gonna be categorized under. By the time I'm done with it, I feel really bad that I'm not able to fight anything. But you guys saw every attempt I tried to do a fight, and it just resulted in death. I gotta get back to the river. Please don't kill me, crab. Please don't kill... Dude, this crab is gonna kill me. No, no, no. Okay, no, I got a little bit too much pride here. I gotta not die by a crab. I gotta at least take out a crab here. Come on. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. Nice. That restores stamina. Okay. I never thought killing a crab would be something I'm proud of in this game. But I am proud that I was able to kill the crab. Do I have any other weapons on me? No. There seems to be a neck seam over here where it's kind of like a floating, kind of like a floating head above his armor. I never noticed it till now. If you can see that there, right where his collar is, where the fur is, there's no body attached to his head. Hardly noticeable though. And I'm sure maybe it's just like certain armors. Also worth noting, there's no potion drinking animations. Like some of you may be used to from other lists. Almost there. Taking the main road is like death though. Especially going to Markarth. There's those bandits right before you get to Markarth. Those guys will clean me out. Those Forsworn. We gotta remember that as we get closer to Markarth. Come on. Get up this little rock here, man. Alright, he's at 1 stamina again. Kind of picturesque right here, though. Let's stop and take a picture. Alright. I gotta get back up there somehow. Maybe this way right here. I see on the side of the cliff here I can run up, I think. Yeah, I mean, this list is called Ghoulified Reality. I think another nickname you can call it is Harsh Reality, because that's what it really is, man. It's a harsh reality about how weak you are at level 1. And again, the last list I reviewed, I didn't even level up on my entire run. And this one, I don't think I've gained a single experience point, even though I've completed combat and discovered areas, and also... I mean, I killed that crab. I should at least have 1 experience at all. But, I don't know. You guys, let me know in the comment section where you get experience from in this list. Because I thought I had it figured out, but I didn't. And I'm approaching a bandit fort. I need to keep my distance. Because my stamina is low. I'm still rested. I need to eat something that gives me more stamina here. Okay. That's weird. I thought I ate that, but my stamina went down. Okay, there we go. Okay, wait, am I going the wrong way? Okay. I was about to run back the wrong way. I need to go over this bridge here. So picturesque, man. Especially with these cinematic bars. So good. Like right here is... I gotta take a picture, guys. I'm sorry. This is really nice. Loving the A and B. What happened to this guy? Nothing good on him. Okay, Markarth is over yonder, I think. Down this way, on this road split. Whiterun. Whiterun. Markarth, this way. Okay, this way then. Oh yeah, that's that town with the mine. All right, so the next seam, right? That wasn't there before, I think. So let's go to Furcaros. And it's not there anymore. Oh, in fact, I can run so much quicker now. Are you serious? Oh no, never mind. I was just standing still for a while. So it seems to me that maybe the mix match of the fur shoes. Well, I don't know. Fur bracers even? No. I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. But it's not an issue. It's not an issue with this armor.
There's been word of some trouble. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business. No, I think I got this one. Thanks, though.
No, I could use some help. Where you?
I
Come on.
probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important. You want to... Just make sure you take care of whatever's going on there. It's my name on the line. Now I have some time to kill.
Wait. I read it too quick. I thought I hired her. Just blew my money. Just took a quest off her hands. That's what I did. It said mercenary, and I just kind of just assumed that was the hiring fee. Alright, we're approaching... Again, I'm save scumming because... there's a high chance I could die when I encounter these bandits up ahead. I guess we can keep walking as we recuperate. Yeah, I mean, this takes the cake, man. This list takes the cake as the hardest Skyrim mod list I've ever played. Hands down. Least enjoyable? I wouldn't say. I mean, there's a lot of positives. In fact, I mean, the difficulty is not even a negative. That's just a preference thing. But there's a lot of okay. There's a lot of The hell was that? There's a lot of nice things about the list that makes this enjoyable. Just looking at the way the E and B is tuned even, or just the surroundings is really nice, coupled with the cinematic bars. Makes this kind of an enjoyable kind of traveling experience. And again, I really can appreciate the fact that if you make a build, if you really take the time to slow grind this list, granted, it'll take you probably triple the time to beat this game versus vanilla Skyrim, based on how difficult it is. And you might break your keyboard a few times, especially if you turn on permadeath. But I really think it would be so satisfying once you achieve like power in this list. First, you got to figure out how to level up. That's for sure. So close. So close. How do I get up there? Like, right, this is like scenic, man. Everything looks really good. Again, a lot of that can be attributed to NGVO, but I believe there has to be something at play here that the modlist author did too. Okay. Well, there's a whole lot of obstacles there. I don't have sky parkour. I don't know if I can get through this. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that was easy actually. Oh, there's a chest down here. Perfect. Expert level. Oh my god. Alright, well. Shot my dreams down just now. But this is the perfect spot to be right now, because I believe those bandits are right up here. I gotta get back up on the road though. Oh, what is that? I've never seen that before. That's a little entrance somewhere. Oh, and there's a dude over here that noticed me. The awareness that the NPCs have in this game is crazy. In this list, I mean. I keep saying this game. But in this list, the awareness they have, like how far away they can spot you, and like how aggressive they are. That's crazy that he saw me all the way over here. So I can tell right now, I believe this is not a vanilla bridge going to Markarth. I could be wrong. But, I don't remember it being like that. Looks like we were able to bypass the bandits too, luckily. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a really nice view of Markarth.
Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage.
It really feels like mythical, like you just found like this ancient dwarven city with the fog in the background and like just the way the light's hitting these mountains and how Markarth's sitting in the shade of the mountains. And this guard standing here. Total like Lord of the Rings vibes. Yeah, I think that for the most part this is vanilla. Vanilla Markarth. Maybe just retextured. Which makes you think I was probably wrong about that bridge. I'll have to go back to the vanilla game and see how the bridge looks. That's also interesting that oh shit, this guy's about to kill her. Dang it.
I cannot best you.
I
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Me?
What say you in your defense?
Oh my god, I was just trying to attack that guy. I guess I'll go to prison.
It's off to the Sidna mine.
It's unfortunate.
All
Alright.
right, prisoner. There, you got it? You'll pay off your debt to the Reach. Just work, and you'll earn your freedom. All right, open her up. Now you, get down there.
Are you serious right now? We're trying to do the freaking marathon and we end up in prison. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I have to mine ore now. Oh, I'll need that. I'll need that. All right.
The new meat, so soft, tender.
What was it?
Nice environment down here though. I like it. I mean, it's not not a nice environment in that sense, but good lighting, good textures. Is it gonna tell me where I need to? Yeah, there we go. Right there. Okay, that was fast. That was fast. Luckily. Real cool though. We got to see some rain coming out of here, which is great. The audio of the rain is really good. The splashes on the ground, nice. Splashes of Skyrim integration there. Splashes in the water looks great. Are we getting wet? Let's see. Yep, our skin's getting wet, so our character also has reaction to the rain, which is nice. So, you know, coming to think about it more, NGVO is basically an overhaul to vanilla Skyrim. And I think instead of trying to integrate overhauls of their own, they kind of just left it be at that and just added different parts to the game where it mattered most. So I think the expectation here is all the major cities are going to be vanilla, which is kind of a relief in a way because we're not going to hit every single major city based on how slow we've been running through this game. But also it kind of leaves you not wondering how everything looks by us not hitting every city. I think the true thing to take away from this review is how good the graphics look and the gameplay, how smooth it is, the performance. We're getting 52 FPS in here and it looks great, man. This city, even if it's in vanilla form, the overhauled textures, just fantastic. Like even right here is a great sight to see. Alright, let's go check out the Temple of Talos. That usually is a great representation of interior lighting. We'll check out the inn and then we'll head out. We have 31 minutes left. I like the sound of the doors too as you're entering. That's a nice touch. Alright, so yeah, nice light bouncing off the walls. Nice shadow casting. I mean, you really don't need, you don't even need ray tracing, honestly. I mean, a game like this doesn't make you, the way these modded Skyrims look, most of them are done right, and it really doesn't leave you, like, wishing you had ray tracing. Yeah, it looks really good. Right, even this hallway looks really good. With these cinematic bars. I mean, it looks like I'm in a movie or something, or this is a cutscene.
The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and
Yep, still consistent lighting in here.
I'm what you'd call a soldier.
NPCs look really good.
Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
Nice use of SMP hair there. You see his hair moving around, which is nice. Nice to see NPCs with SMP hair.
Get away from me.
In fact, all of them here have SMP hair. Come to think of it. That's a really nice touch.
You'll be a fine innkeeper someday. Like your father.
But Mother says you're a terrible innkeeper.
Never mind your mother, Red. This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
Mining accident.
Remember, ale is cheaper than Markarth.
You're lying. You're not quick enough to be a pickpocket. What's the real reason? Fell off the top of the cliff after a drunken party with the priestesses of the belt.
Alright. Let's continue on our way. So we're gonna bypass Falkreath. We're gonna make a run through Riverwood. Or maybe not even through Riverwood. Maybe we'll route through the plains here and straight shot to Whiterun, since we're prioritizing the major cities. What time is it? 4:59. Oh, well, T. T is use potion, I guess. And Y is wait. But I can't wait right now for some reason. There we go. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. The time that's cut off is the actual time that it is right now, and then the expected time after you wait. Just cut it short for a second there. Look at the nighttime. Nice sky. Very well illuminated. This is not one of those lists where you're running around in pitch black at night. It looks like it's really well illuminated from the moons. Let's see a little bit more time further. (6 a.m.) Oh, look at that. Nice and dark, like early morning. Early morning is darker than mid of night. Okay, the sun's starting to rise. Alright, we'll leave it at this here and kind of make our way to Whiterun as the sun's rising. Kind of like an early morning run. Luckily, the rested stat is still working on us, that we're not burning stamina while we're running regular. Again, I gotta save scum it real quick, but luckily we can keep running as I save. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section. I mean, as much as it seems like I should be hating this right now because of how I can't fight anything and I'm so weak. Oh, like it's Mike. We saw him finally. Now we just got to see the guys drinking alcohol on the side of the road. As much as it seems like this is super difficult and I should probably be not having a good time, I'm actually having a really good time playing this list. Just the sights alone are really good, and then what's impressive is how aggressive the enemies are and how like they notice you. The NPC, the enemy AIs notice you from far away and like start coming at you, and how persistent they are. They keep chasing you, which kind of adds a level of intelligence that I don't usually see in this game. So that's all really something that I can appreciate. Again, it would be nice to have a different alternate death mechanics so that you don't have to restart the game every single time. That would be appreciated, but again, that's a design choice from the modlist author to whether do that or not. I mean, keeping it as an optional but like by default disabled thing wouldn't hurt, I guess. But maybe it adds a level of difficulty for people who are not familiar with working their way around MO2 to kind of mess with. And maybe that messes with the stability as well. Having the game restart often also gives you like a new lease on engine stability because scripts aren't piling up. So like, I'm pretty confident we're not going to experience a crash on this playthrough because of how many times we restarted the game, especially so. Now, if I didn't die at all, I'm not saying that I would have crashed in the game, but because the game restarted so many times, you know, everything kind of refreshes and flushes out and starts anew every single time I restart it. And so it keeps things running smooth. And I guess, I mean, I didn't mean for it, but I kind of made a case to kind of just keep the death system the way it is and let it just restart the game. Because if you could just put up with that, then your engine's running smoother as you're actually playing, given that you're dying frequently. We're gonna run a little bit more faster here. Fight him! Fight the wolf! Oh, thank God you saved my life. I owe you. Oh yeah. Hey, you know, what is that, a wolf's heart? Or raw meat? I have rock joint. Oh no. Rock joint is an acute common disease affecting a victim's manual dexterity. Symptoms include painful swelling and immobility to all joints. So I got rock joint, affecting, reducing spell casting, makes melee weapons deal 0% less damage. I guess that's not bad. Okay, Blessing of Talos. So those blessed with Talos are granted a bit more stamina regeneration, and additional prowess with axes of all kinds. In addition, Talos fortifies the voice of his few worshippers who are capable of wielding the Thum increasingly, so as they slay more dragons. Lastly, Talos rewards those who perform great deeds in his name with greatly increased endurance. So at least we got some stamina regen from that, which is nice to see. Also, keep in mind if you play this list that you should note that T is not wait, it's quick potion. Before you burn all your potions like I'm doing, trying to wait. Wait is Y, which I just so happen to have also I hate that this wolf is running me off the road. Oh, should I stand and fight? I can't get back up here. Hold on. So because the combat here is vanilla combat third person, it's not very... Oh man, you really use a lot of stamina swinging. It's not really that enjoyable to play in third person as like vanilla Skyrim isn't either. So I think I constantly have... vanilla Skyrim is totally playable in first person as it was designed for. And so I think I constantly gravitate to switching to first person when I enter combat in this list. Alright, the wolf is over there. Let's save the game. Still pretty dark out. Let's see. There we go. 10 a.m. Much better. Should I shortcut it through here? Alright, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's shortcut through here. No, oh, fuck, there's a bear there. Sorry, pardon my French. There's a bear there. Let's not go that way. I just feel like I'm an easy target on this main road. The only thing I can think of is questing. Questing is the only way I can think of that I'm missing here to gain experience. That's the only thing left, really. You're not getting it from exploration. You're not getting it from combat. You must be getting experience from just completing quests. Although, like, in the descriptions for the list, it did mention, like, exploration's encouraged because it gives you experience for it. But I mean, I've traveled half the map already, at least, and I have not gained a single ounce of experience. So there's something there that I'm not understanding, and that's on me. But I think other people will commonly misunderstand that as well. Alright, here's a chance here. If we play our cards right... Okay, I thought they were about to battle each other. Oh shit, no, they're coming at me! Fuck. No, no, no. Oh. Do any of them have a bow? Ah, died again. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, we're back again, and we're gonna keep our freaking distance from these guys, because they are deadly. And they had an archer with them that took me out, even though I narrowly escaped them, I thought, by jumping on that rock. I thought I was clever. Apparently not clever enough. Alright, we're gonna have to walk in slow motion here for a little bit while we recuperate some stamina. Alright, that should be good enough. So, hey, just so you know, it looks like the Talos statue is... You definitely, if you're gonna get crippled by the stamina issue in this game, the stamina consumption, that Tomb of Talos buffing... Tomb of Talos buff seems to be a good buff to go for. To mitigate some of that. Come on, a troll. Just give up, troll. Don't come at me. If he's like that bandit, man, he's gonna keep coming. Is he gonna keep coming? I'm gonna run into a different beast. Look at that giant spider fighting those giants. Okay, there's a saber tiger there, saber tooth. Nice, good for you, man. You took out those saber tigers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We are almost there, I think. Oh, also this list has that mod where you have to hold down shift in order to run. It doesn't just toggle. Which I prefer as well. I gotta watch out for that saber tiger. What do you call those again? Saber tiger? I don't know. I don't want to find out. Let's just stick to the side here. So look, I mean, look how massive this draw distance is right here, right? We're in the open world. It's cruising at 41 FPS, but it feels so smooth. So I would think that it's safe to say that performance tuning is really good on this list. Now, if you had noticed the recommended specs for this list at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that for 2K you should run a 4070, right? And then standard like 32 gigabytes of RAM. So running at 4K with a 9070 XT, this isn't bad at all. This is totally doable. If I had to nitpick at something, and this is probably a performance choice, but I would say like adding S&P vanilla armors would have been nice, or at least a retexture of the armors would have been nice. Because they do look a little, I mean, they look it's hard to say, right? Because that fur obviously doesn't look like fur, but the texture isn't half bad on it. But it just looks like kind of like a... I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't look quite as overhauled as I think some people come to expect. The sword doesn't look bad. The bow doesn't look bad. Take a look at the horse. The horse looks a little pixelated on the face there, but I think it's a retextured horse. Yeah, these horses always trip me out. The fur on them and the wolves and the bears, like, I don't know if it's parallax or what, but like their fur kind of like makes my eyes kind of trip out a little bit. So this is kind of like a modest overhaul. I guess you can call it overhaul of Whiterun, because there's not that gazebo down there usually. When I did my run recently on the, not recently, like within a couple months of vanilla Skyrim, that gazebo's not there. But then this opening here is totally vanilla. Now I can't quite put my finger on if these little guard booths are always there. They could be. Alright, we're at Whiterun. We have about 14 minutes left. So, I don't know. I'm kind of debating. Someone in my Discord channel suggested that on these really hard lists, I should try to turn on God mode to test out combat and showcase it. So I'm kind of torn because, I mean, I'm sure you guys want to see combat, but also I'm sure you guys can know what to kind of know what to expect with combat, because it's vanilla combat, really. I think by default, comprehensive first-person animation overhaul is disabled. I could be mistaken. It could be on right now, and I'm not perceptive enough to it. But yeah. In fact, I think it is on. You know that there's no dismembering framework. There's no precision. There is core impact framework, and then there's also sanguine symphony. So I don't know. I think maybe I'm playing with the idea of after the 2-hour timer and the list review is basically done, I'll maybe turn on God mode and then go hit up a bandit camp. Maybe Valtheim Tower down the road there. And then we can test it out a little bit so you guys can see. Just know that that part is just to showcase the combat. I'll try to pick up like different weapons that these bandits drop. So you can see how different weapons are. But just know that this is not that won't be a representation of the combat difficulty, because I think you already know the combat difficulty by how easily I'm dying to like wolves and animals.
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
70 FPS in here. Excellent lighting. Man.
All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
Yeah, so as I suspected, it's a vanilla Whiterun. Just overhauled. I'm really impressed at the level of textures in this list and the quality of the EMB settings along with the performance though. It's really well done. I think a lot of the performance is maintained because of how vanilla everything is though. But there's other lists out there that overhaul the vanilla world. One of my favorites actually is Elder Gleam. That was the first mod list I ever played. And that one, all it did was overhaul the vanilla world. But it wasn't NGVO. I don't think it was, at least. And the performance, it has cabbage EMB as well. And it has a more cartoonish look, which I'd like as well. You gotta accept that for what it is, I guess. Because it's whatever mood you're in to play what type of Skyrim. But the performance on that list was much harsher on my system than this. Like, I would be getting 40 FPS over here on Elder Gleam. And that's Elder Gleam V3. I don't know if V4, which is the latest one, had gone over any updates on performance. But V3, in these open fields here, I would be getting 30, high 30 FPS, you know, most of the time. So that's a kind of a testament that the performance tuning on here, it goes beyond just the fact that it's the vanilla world that you have here, but also, you know, the fine tuning on the display tweaks, on the Skyrim INI, on the draw distance. There's a lot of things at play there that you can fine tune. Alright, so we're coming around 8 minutes left. We're gonna make our way to Valtheim Tower. These bridges are added, by the way. Nice subtle little change there. And then down in the distance there you have that player home, which comes with Anniversary Edition. You know, I think this is kind of a mod, isn't it? I don't remember like fallen trees as much as I see it in this list. Yeah, fallen trees. I think that's a thing that typically isn't in Skyrim, right? There's a wolf there. All right. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Gonna restart the game now. Okay, we're back again. Hopefully that's the last time we die. What I plan to do is we should get to the Valtheim Towers, I think that's what it's called, up ahead, by the 2-hour mark. And then from there, we're going to turn on God mode and test out our combat a little bit. There's a lot of bandits there with all kinds of different weapons. So we're going to just take the hits slowly. We're going to switch up weapons, because this has Skyrim Souls, we can't really pause it. And we're going to just see how the weapons in combat feels in third person and first person. Oh, damn it. That Sabretooth saw me, didn't he? Whew, I'm tempted to turn on God mode right now, but there's 2 minutes left. And I want to try to experience this world without God mode for at least the 2 hours determined time that we came up with. I feel like such a coward in these lists though. Alright, we got away from that saber tooth, luckily. Alright, let's recoup some of our stamina. Okay, good to go. Alright, up ahead is Valheim Towers. Kind of looks like a witch here, right? Oh, what is that? How come everything just flashed all of a sudden? Alright, guys. I think this is the moment where we need to just turn on God mode. I just gotta type it fast enough in console commands. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, yeah, the 2 hours is done. There's like 15 seconds left. Let's just call it. Alright. I gotta say, this is kind of, I mean, yeah, I'm in God mode, but this is kind of satisfying doing the typical first-person kind of combat flow, where you kind of block and then hit, block and hit. What the hell was that? Like a bomb blew up next to me? Alright, let's go get this guy's gear real quick. Iron sword. Alright. We'll do some third-person combat real quick. We'll zoom out a little bit. There's some camera shake going on. I like that camera shake though. No, I don't think there's no dodge in this list. So it's really like positioning. That wizard is blowing shit up right next to me. This is actually pretty cool. I like it. I like the feel of it. Granted, like, I don't know, man. You would die so fast in this situation, though, in this list. Okay, enough of that. We're gonna go Iron Sword. Oh, the wolf joined the fight. Okay, first person. Let's finish off this guy. Yeah, took him out. What does he have? Oh, he has a great sword, steel gauntlets. Alright, cool. We got a bow. We got a dagger. Alright, we're gonna do dual wield. This guy running away from me. The whole freaking bandit camp just aggroed me over here at the before I even got close to it. So that's the first time I've ever seen. Okay, this level, the level of aggro is real in this list. I've never seen all of Valheim Tower clear out to attack me on the shore, like 100 meters from the actual tower.
This ends now. Time for you to die.
All right. There's something slow motion about the bows and the crossbows. Now that I'm seeing it as a crossbow too, it might be because my stamina is down all the way. Alright, let's let the stamina recuperate a little bit and see if the bow draw is quicker. Let's test it in third person too. Yeah, even third person, it's slow. Alright. Oh shit, we only have one arrow left. Okay, let's see if this guy has some arrows on him. He had one arrow. Probably for me shooting him. Dagger. Let's take a look at some of the gear here. See how they look. Let's try on some heavy armor. Well, let's try his leather armor first. Okay, the textures look good on this one. Look at that. Did you see all those bandits just fly in the air? What caused that? It's pretty cool, but I'm sure not intentional. Alright, so there's something here. Thank goodness for God mode. I need to change the button for the helmet, because I can't see the helmet. Where is it? What is it called again? Helmet toggle. Oh, right control. Okay. Yeah, I can't get my helmet to show. Yeah, I can't get I can't get it to show. Right, we'll switch to dual daggers. So with the way stamina is kind of harsh in this beginning part of the game, and the way that there's no dodge mechanic, you really gotta avoid combat situations like this. It's certain death, 100%. Die already so I can take your stuff. That's funny. Get ready to die today. Okay, this guy had a hammer. Nice. What kind of gear you got? Oh, Iron Cross, perfect. Alright, let's mess with this guy real quick. Let's go invisible. He still sees me. It's too late to submit. You chose your path. Alright, this guy's hiding over here. Let's go take him out. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get my armor on. I'm not my armor, my helmet. The combat like wobbling of the third-person camera, I can see how like it could get kind of, you can get kind of dizzy playing it, but I kind of like how dramatic it makes the combat. All right, so full heavy armor. That's how it looks. The texture looks much better on it though. Yeah, we're carrying way too much stuff. Look at all those dead bodies in the water. Oh, there's still that wizard up there. Alright, let's go finish him off. I wish I could have got some magic along the way to fight with. Let's ditch some of this stuff so we can get our weight off a little bit. Oh, interesting. I'm not even hitting her. Okay, now I am. Dude, just look at this and see how easily I died from a wolf earlier. Even these guys are level 3. You come in here at level 20 and you're probably gonna get murdered. Especially with how slow the combat is and vanilla style combat and how fast these guys attack. You're gonna have a hell of a time. And these level 12 guys are trickled in here too. It's definitely a dangerous world, man. Let's try some of this. Even in God mode, I'm taking forever to kill these guys. Alright, let's change the scenery up, guys. If we're gonna be doing this. Come on. It's more dramatic up here. Walk with me up here. Come on. Let's do a sequence on the bridge. There we go. Let's go. I think they're hitting each other. No, no, no. I gotta walk all the way back up there. Damn it. You got anything good on you? Okay, good. Let's try some dual wielding swords here. Oh, and shield. Perfect.
Time for you to die. I will claw the eyes out of your fool.
I forgot to check. Okay, I thought there was a FOV changer out here. No, this FOV actually looks wider than vanilla Skyrim. But he doesn't have the SKSE FOV first-person FOV changer mod that came out recently. Maybe he manually punched in the FOV change. But yeah, this is a different FOV. Damn you. That's your final words. Damn you. Alright, well, just taking this in. Taking this in, the model detail of the characters look pretty good. I think the first-person combat feels, you know, it's vanilla, but it feels better than vanilla in a lot of ways because of the quality of the NPCs attacking you and the scenery, and then also the Sanguine Symphony. Also, with core impact framework, I believe it adds more like sounds when you're attacking them, like impact sounds on their armor. Like if you're hitting heavy armor, or if you're hitting a shield, or light armor, or flesh. Okay, let's try. I did not expect it to take this long.
It's nothing. This ends now. Finish.
Come on, let's just finish these guys off.
Time for you.
Almost got you, man. Alright, who else is left? Is there anyone left? Alright, we'll just walk away all cinematically. Okay, so I think we're gonna end the review here because you guys watched a whole bunch of combat in God mode. There's no way I would have been able to maintain a level of combat like that without God mode on. Did you see how many swings they got in at me? Like hundreds of swings they got at me, and I got killed in one hit in this game, by the way. So let me switch the camera up a little bit like I usually do. Okay, so final thoughts. Performance. Ooh, performance is really good in this list. I think I'm gonna give it a good score. Yeah, it's, I mean, for the amount of, look at the graphics you're getting here, and then you got the cinematic bars, which is a great touch. I think the graphics looks good. I think you can center the top left UI though a little bit where the level is, and I guess you got to do it with the time of day as well. But kind of like in the middle between the top border of the screen and where the black border is, instead of hugging the top left like that. But that's just what I would do because I have a little bit of OCD. Performance though, great performance, great score. I think I'm gonna give it. Combat is vanilla combat. It's really difficult combat because you're constrained to vanilla combat constraints, which means you don't have TK dodge. You're getting penalized because it's a Requiem list and the level of difficulty that comes with it. You're getting penalized on your stamina side. And so combat, although it feels better than vanilla combat, it's not my cup of tea. Now, my reviews in this series, I always say that you should take my review with a grain of salt, or just even disregard it and look at the video of what you saw for yourself, assuming you watched the whole video, and then give it your own score. Everyone has different preferences, so what I like, you might not like, and vice versa, right? So don't take offense to whatever my score is. Combat, based off my personal preference, I can appreciate where it's coming from, but I would not say that it's up there for me. The UI is great though. I would say the UI, Norden UI, is awesome, and what he did with it was really refreshing on changing up the location of all these STB widgets and the UI as well. So great. I'm gonna give that a great score as well. Visuals are really good on this list. Granted, they're not peak visuals, but they're pretty good, and you're getting good performance on top of that. So I think that's gonna get a good score as well. And stability, the game did not crash at all. It did not require a restart. Granted, it restarted when I died every time, but that's the nature of the death system. So it's got a perfect score for stability for me. And if I kept playing this list, I would be confident that it wouldn't crash on me too often, if at all. So if this was a Steam game, I guess this is the basis of why I do 2-hour reviews, because of Steam's return policy. If this was a Steam game and I had to decide at this moment, granted I'm a little bit past 2 hours now, but if I had to decide off of 2 hours of playing this list whether I'm gonna get my money back or keep playing it, I would keep it. I would keep it. And I'm not saying that just to be nice, because you know it's kind of a harsh thing to say you wouldn't keep it. But I would keep it because I can appreciate that this list is a slow grind, and it would probably feel immensely rewarding once you get good at it. So that's something I can appreciate about it, and that's something that intrigues me and would keep me coming back. So as usual, you're gonna see my score on the screen. The list is called Ghoulified Reality. The modlist author is a great person. He wrote responses to my 3 questions that I ask all modlist authors in the description section. So I would advise you, if you like this list and you're a little bit more curious about it, to go check out that section. It's at the bottom of the description. There's a Q&A section in all my videos. And take a look and see what their design philosophy and where their train of thought is with this list, and see if it aligns with you as a player, as a person, whatever you call it, because people consume things that align with themselves personally, their values or their likes and dislikes. So that being said, you're going to also see the final verdict here on the screen in a sec. We have a Discord channel here in Lorebound. So if you want to join the chat and keep the conversations going, or have a say in what lists are getting reviewed, or just talk with some cool people and look at some cool mods that get posted on Nexus that we kind of post about. Also, there's a screenshot section in the Discord that's really good too. You can kind of take these screenshots that a lot of cool mod list authors or mod authors are posting in there, even also the regular members in there, and you can use them as wallpapers for your computer as well. So cool stuff there. But enough of that. That's kind of my own personal stuff. As far as the list goes, definitely support the mod list author. He has a Ko-Fi that I linked on here. The list can be downloaded at the links that I provided as well as just going on Wabbajack and searching it up. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'll catch you on the next Skyrim Marathon.